everybody, it's Rhonda here from Nelson Soapery. Today, let's get into a video about how you actually set up for a sale, because lots and lots of people have been asking me because I'm doing a massive sale at the moment. And if you're like me, you're probably a creative genius and you make heaps and heaps of products, and then you think, oh no, now I'm stuck with them. What do I do? Now, these ones here are just some that are curing, but I just thought I would actually show you as I'm going along because there's hundreds of them here. These ones are not the ones on sale. These ones are my palm free ones. And do remember, most soap, if you actually treat it the right way, using the right oils and the right processes, should last for years, because the longer you have the bar, the better usually they get. But anyway, so as you can see, like, you know, so many products, and I thought I'd give you a really quick rundown. I'm sorry if it's a little messy, but, you know, we're all geniuses here, so I'm sure we can all understand. So you can see how many products that I have just everywhere, and inside, you know, all of those buckets, which I think there's 80 buckets all up. They are full of products. So the thing with products, you know, is that some of them have a use by time, so then they do need to be used. So let's go forward to the other side and we will actually discuss all of this and how I come across my sale. So what I do is I regularly just go through all of my products, and you need to have a look. Is it getting close to a use by date? You know, are your candles, are they frosting and not looking great? If that happens, I just sell them off. Now, you know, there's different ways to sell off. You can do 20%, 40%, and so on. But for me, honestly, I just choose to make them super cheap to move them on, because if you don't move them on in time, you're going to have to throw them out, and then you'll get no money back at all. You won't even get the cost that what it cost you. So even if you're getting your cost back on your products, sometimes that's a good way to move it, because nobody's going to just buy it if it's 10% off. But if it's 50, 60, 70% off, then people say, hey, that's a bargain, I'm going to grab it, even if they really don't need it. So that's what I do, and I'm going to show you the process of what I do. So first you need to decide what you're going to have on sale. Then you're going to decide the percentage you're going to get off. And if I can tell you, the main way that people know when I have a sale is obviously social media, but a really, really huge one actually that I have to tell you is when I actually do my emails, and I send all of the emails out to people that are on my email list. What happens from then is it says sale, and I'll do a bit of a promo, which costs nothing if you have a Shopify account. You can send up to, I think, 2,500 emails out for free per month. And that way people start hitting my site. The last probably 5 days, I've had maybe 1,500 people hit the site, and most of those are from, you know, social media and of course the emails. And then lots of the products have sold. We've sold hundreds and hundreds in the last few days. And I mean, yes, we're not going to make heaps of money out of that, but we're going to move those on so that we can concentrate on these gorgeous new ones, because these are all of my new ones. And moving forward, I just want to have a really professional and consistent brand, so that I'm not making just heaps of different things, but more like, as you can see here, they're all consistent. It all shows my brand, and everything is, you know, like I said, super duper consistent. So you can even see here the labels and so on. They're all very, very similar, and the same as my soaps all have these particular labels on. I make all my own labels. I don't buy them. So, you know, don't think it costs me heaps. It doesn't. Even these ones here, I printed on a standard printer from a department store. So you definitely can do it. The only thing is I'm not 100% loving these particular jars, but I bought over 1,000 of them. So I need to, you know, just use them up anyway. And then that's what all my scrubs and so on are in. So you can see them here. And then I just use the clear labels. But anyway, we've talked enough about that. So let's go back where my computer is, and I will show you exactly what I do on my computer. Because to make a sale, you need to actually fix your website up. So you need to load the products, make them on sale, and so on. And so what I do is have categories, and I have a sale sale category. So when somebody gets the email from me, what they're actually going to see is it's going to give them a link and direct them back to the sale part of my website. There's no good linking them back to the full website because they'll think, well, hey, nothing's on sale. But if you link them back directly, they don't have to push many buttons except for add to cart and buy. And that's super important. Statistically, they say if people have to click more than 3 times, they get sick of the site and they leave and just go away and don't buy anything. And I 100% agree with that and think it is 100% true. So do think of that when you're having sales or even when you're just trying to get people to your site. But like I said, let's go from here. I will show you how I use Canva in conjunction with my Shopify, and then we will fix it all up. All right, so we are at the computer, everybody. So now what we're going to be doing is on my computer here, I have Canva open. I do have the Pro account, and to do what we're going to do, you do need the Pro account, which is about $18 a month if you want to pay monthly, or per year. I think it's about $170, but I can't remember exactly, but just go and have a look. So now on the side here, which you can see my mouse, here are all my products that I've already loaded. All you need to do is push the upload media and then just literally get the products which are from your site. So you would have already saved these onto your computer, and then once we push in there, it will bring up any product that we want. So now we're going to be using this one. So I'll show you my sample, and now you can see that it's up on the screen. So all I'm going to do is click on the image. As you can see, go to this little bit here and it says edit image. We're going to click onto edit image, and then it says BG remover. So that means a background remover. It's going to now remove the background. So you need to take these pictures on a white piece of paper so that they've got a base background. So now we'll just push apply, and as you can see, all the background is removed. And then you can just go into adjust and brighten it up if it's not bright enough, but do make sure it is the same color that it should be, which is what the product color is. And now you can see it's perfect, and we're just going to have a look, make sure it's centered, and holding it, these purple bars will come up to show you when it's centered or when it's not. And centered, I should say. And now what we're going to be doing is just downloading it because we want to save it. Make sure you push the button that says transparent background. And now we're going to just download it, and that means I'm going to save it to my computer. So when I go into Shopify, I can add this in. So let's save it nice and easy. So we're just going to write save as. And then I'm going to pop it in my normal one. So I'm going to write lilac. That way I know what it is. And nice and easy. So now we'll go back into the Shopify account. So let me just go into my Shopify account in here. And we're just going to go into products. And collections, we'll just go into collections for now. And we're going to go into my sale collection. You would have already organized your category and had your category sitting up. And so on here, you can see here, I've got my sale one, and now you can actually use a product that you've already popped in here. So I've already used a soap, so I'll just find a soap. And so this is one I've already done. If you push duplicate and just change the name. So I'm going to write lavender lemonade because that's what it actually is. I have to remember how to spell it while I'm on here, and we're going to duplicate it, and that means you've just got a fresh screen, so you need to fill in everything else. It says draft. We're not going to change that until we're ready to change it. And so now here we're going to just write what it is. So it's actually sweet lemonade and lavender. Because you want to be able to tell them what it is. You've got to put in what the weight is. You can change this. You don't have to have the weight. You can have whatever you like. But I'm going to add that in. And so we'll just delete anything else that might be relevant for the other product. And now you can see that that is all ready to go. So all we're going to do here is add file. And then I'm going to add the file that we've already talked about and that we saved. And that will be saved in here because we know where you're going to save it. So choose a place that you know, and you can see that it's here, nice and easy. So I'm going to just pop it in here. And you can see that it's sitting in here and it's all ready to go. And then we're going to go down here and make sure you write how many. So we've got 1 because I've sold out of all the others during this sale. Change the price to whatever you want. And I know my price is super, super cheap because like I said, I want to move this and just move them on because these were when I was using certified palm. So we're going to change this to say active. Once you're ready to go, this means once I push save, it is on the site. So we'll push save and now it's going to save it to the site. So if you go into, this is actually my website. So now what I do is I'm going to just, reload the site to double check that it is on here. And we'll go to the top. There's lots of products that are on here at the moment. So here you go. There it is. So this is how you get it to have that transparent background. So whether your background is green, it will have the green background and then, your picture or vice versa. And all of these I have done myself. You don't need to hire or pay anybody to do these. You can actually do this yourself. It just takes a bit of time and a bit of practice. It's taken me a long time to learn Shopify, and this way you can do your own sale, you can add your own products, and it is definitely much easier for you to do. So hopefully that has shown you an easy way on what you can actually do and how you can load these to Shopify. And like you would have seen at the start, you can see that there was other people on the site. You can see that there's been money paid on the site because people have ordered things. And that's as simple as it is. And then either you'll get paid through PayPal or through your website, which links back to your bank account in time. So it takes a few days and it's really, really simple. So choose how you want to do it or, how you want your sale to go. But I have one that says sales. And as you all know, I've just had my website refixed, but these are the things I can do. Usually what I would do is make sure that these were the exact same size. I haven't worried because I know they're going to be on here for a day. Once they're sold, then I'll try and keep up and delete them off the site. So that is really important just to keep up with it. And there's been lots and lots of orders. I've taken a few yesterday and today to the post office. And then because it's Friday, the rest will go on Monday. So you do need to keep up with the sale because when you have a really big sale, then usually you'll get lots and lots of orders. I think at the moment, maybe we've had like 400 products sold. So, and that's because they're just super cheap and people know when it's a bargain. But anyway, hopefully that bit has helped you. And now we'll go back to the next bit. All right, everybody, we are back here. So I actually have 2 computers. So one that is linked to my printer out the back. So this one is just like on a little iPad thing. But anyway, you can see my orders here. I've had to put the paper there to cover up names because obviously I can't give away names. So all we're going to do is click on an order. So you can see down this side here, these yellow ones mean that they're new orders that need to be fulfilled. So all we're going to do is literally click on the order number, and then from that order number, there is a drop down box, and in the drop down box, it will actually allow me to print it out. So what I do is print what is called a packing slip, and that way, you can count all your items. And especially with this, like yesterday, I actually had a customer that bought 101 items. So that is a huge amount of items to buy. And that's why you need this sheet. You need to print it out and count everything on it. So like I said, from here, let's go and I'll print out an order and show you. So we're just going to click on the number. And so now it's just telling me this is what this person has actually ordered. And then from here down the side, so where it says here, more actions, if you see this bit here, we're going to click onto more actions. We're going to print a packing slip because we want the packing slip of this one here. And I'm sorry that I'm taking the order away a little bit, but obviously I just need to not show details for the customer. So on it now, it's shown me on here, and I'll just move this so that no one can see anything. But this is what it's going to look like here. And all we're going to do is go up to the top of your computer where you got your little printy bit. So we're going to print that. And then I'm literally just going to say, yes, okay, print it, please. So we're going to print this, and now we will go over to my computer and make sure that it's printed everything out. to be printing out all of the products that you can see on here, and then it is ready for us to look at and do exactly what we need. So that's all you need to do. I definitely suggest that you do this part as well. It's really important. And then make sure you're using foam. But anyway, like I said, let's come around here and I will show you. And I'm sorry it's messy. I've got to clean it tonight. So I use these biodegradable peanuts. They're really cheap. They're like $30-something for a massive bag. This bag is bigger than me. It's definitely taller than me when I get it. And then I also use massive foam wraps. And then what I do is I just use the boxes and so on. So I'll show you the boxes that I use. So down here is where I keep them. I have lots of different size boxes. I also have massive big ones and then big long black ones as well. So you need to make sure you have lots, depending whether you're going to be sending a candle, something small, bath bombs or so on. But I do suggest that you wrap them really well. I've never ever had a break of anything in Australia. The only time I did was in the US. I had one thing broken, one soap actually. But if you do it this way, you will not have the return. I use Australia Post. I know it's more expensive, but like I said, they've never broken or lost an item for me. So, you know, I'll definitely be sticking with them, even though, so even when somebody does actually pay me for shipping, which is like $9 on my site, $9.95, I do lose money on it. So you need to make sure that is in your product. As well, because it usually costs me $15 to $50 to post, depending on what it is and how big the item is. So for instance, I had an item that was really big this week, and that actually cost me $68 for one box to ship. So super expensive. So make sure that you've got all that in your price and that you're able to do that as well. But anyway, I hope this video has been super helpful. If it has, make sure you give me a massive thumbs up. And if you want to join our Patreon, please go over there and, you know, you can see what we're doing. And I often talk about things like this all the time and little different things, and they get extra posts and so on. So it costs $5 to $20 a month, depending on which level you want to be at. Most people pay the $10, which is less than one coffee a week, isn't it? So anyway, hopefully I will see you over on my Patreon. All the links are on YouTube. But if not, I love seeing you guys on YouTube too, because YouTube and Patreon, along with soap making, is my actual full-time job. I don't have any other job besides this. So hopefully these videos are helpful, and you sort of gain some insight into the industry and how you do things. Anyway, have an amazing day, everyone. See you next time.